Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And today I have another pick a card reading for you all. This one we're going to be looking into what is in store for the month of June 2019. And for the first time for one of my readings, I'm going to be trying to do some charm casting at the end of each message just for some additional information. Now, of course, all the decks that I'm using in this video will be down in the description, as well as the timestamps in the description, as well as the comments. All my other various links will also be down in there, so feel free to check that all out. So let me go ahead and introduce you to all the piles. Make sure that you choose your pile by using your intuition and what's truly calling to you. Also feel free to pick more than one pile. And so we have pile number 1 here with the lemon chrysoprase and this little third eye alien girl, which all of these are artworks I've made myself. And so for pile 2 we have a black obsidian with this little vampire character as well. Pile 3 is going to be this mystical psychic character with the Sodalite, and for pile 4 we have this little heart one with a Rhodochrosite. I mess up the word on this one every single time, but we have this lovely little pink stone. It'll be down in the description. But anyway, please do choose with your intuition what is calling to you, and I will see you in the piles. Alright, for those who picked pile number 1 with this little alien girl, we'll put her somewhere over here, and the lemon chrysoprase, let's go ahead and see what your cards want to tell you. So starting with the tarot, we have the 7 of Cups, we have the 2 of Wands, and we have the Queen of Swords. So just looking at the tarot itself, so we definitely have a good even split between the water signs, the fire signs, and the air signs, so you could be any one of those. But the big thing that I'm seeing here is that for June, you guys are definitely going to have a situation where you are going to be making some sort of choice. You have a lot of options in front of you, and it's just a matter of sort of making a plan and deciding what it is exactly that you want. And so you'll definitely be feeling pretty overwhelmed and kind of confused by all the options that you have before you, and a little bit concerned about, you know, are some of these options dangerous? You know, which ones are going to be prosperous for you? All that sort of thing. But with the 2 of Wands here, it's sort of a reminder that no matter, as long as you've made a solid plan, you know what your goals are, you know what it is that you want to achieve, where your passions lie, this choice, whatever it is that you do decide on, it will be the right choice for you, and it won't lead you down a wrong path. Even if at first you're not 100% sure, it's going to be the right thing for you. Now with the Queen of Swords here, this is definitely the sort of energy, or maybe a person who's going to be in your life in June who's going to help you with this situation. But the Queen of Wands is definitely, I mean, not the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords is definitely somebody who has experienced a lot of hardships and, you know, challenges throughout their life. But instead of letting those challenges sort of beat them down and make them become too cynical or too pessimistic, they, you know, hold their head high and they keep moving forward, because each one of those challenges and those hardships have taught them something that they can now use to keep moving forward, essentially. So this is all about, you know, using your logic and your experience in your past to make this new decision, this new journey that you're taking, whatever it may be for you in the month of June. You definitely need to rely on your past experience and what you've gone through to help you know what option is the best for you. So definitely be aware of any sort of anything that seems like a repeat pattern from the past that you've already experienced and you know deep down where that's going to lead. Probably avoid that and go for the options that are going to lead to something new and positive for yourself. So moving into some of the other cards that we have here, we also have card 33, which would add up to a 6. So either 33 or 6 might be a significant number for you. We have Door to Romance. Ooh, let's move those over a little bit. We also have Shift Your Energy, card 19 or 10. So definitely looking at, the completion of something here. And then for your angel cards and for your stones that might be useful for June for you, we have Tiger's Eye and we have Golden Calcite. For Tiger's Eye, it says, are you envious of someone else's good fortune? Are others jealous of you? Replace jealousy with happiness for another's good fortune. Blessings are being received all around. Anyone can create the same blessings with true and pure intention. It is up to you. And so this is the angel of goodwill. I am sincerely happy for the blessings in the lives of others. It brings me great joy to see others experience happiness. I extend blessings and goodwill to all. I'm grateful for other people's good fortune. So that is definitely, some things to think about going into the month of June, the stone that you should possibly use during that month. And then we also have Golden Calcite. So do you feel like you are fulfilling your soul's purpose? Do you know what your strengths are? It's time to become the person you are meant to be. Align yourself with a strong sense of self and actualize your full potential. Live up to your dreams, desires, and contracts and radiate your excellence. And so this is Archangel Ariel. It is safe for me to shine my light brightly. I am self-confident. I recognize my self-worth. It is easy for me to set boundaries. My internal brilliance shines. I have the courage to be all that I can be. So that is definitely the Archangel that is going to be around you and will help you in whatever situation that it is that you have going on here. So something for some of you, it could definitely be a case where in the month of June, you definitely have a choice that is related to your love life. And so with the Door of Romance, this is talking about the possibility of a new romance coming in, or if you currently are in a relationship, this is just sort of a strengthening and a reconnection in that sense. So definitely new beginnings in love. And, it's a very strong, energetic potential here with whatever this romance and this connection is. This is definitely an important reminder, and it fits so well with, Archangel Ariel here and what she had to say in making sure that you are projecting the right kind of self-loving energy that you want to receive from others. So in order to really bring in this sort of door of romance, if that is what you guys are manifesting in June, you need to make sure that you are doing your self-care and you have a lot of self-love for yourself, and that will definitely help to bring in whatever this new romance or strengthen a romance that is already in your life. And on that same note, we have card 19 here with Shift Your Energy. So Shift Your Energy is talking about obviously a sort of cleansing out of the old. Definitely, clear out your energy, the energy of those around you, and the energy of your environment. Winds of change are blowing into your awareness. In order to prepare for what is ahead, begin the process of renewal. This process might include clearing away the old that no longer has a purpose in your life. It also might mean changing old habits and patterns that you are ready to release. An example might be actively avoiding overly sugary foods if you're trying to eliminate excessive sugar from your diet. View this as a time of shedding that can be achieved with ease and grace. And I think I already did kind of mention that with the Queen of Swords and sort of being aware of, again, it's definitely a call to reevaluate old patterns, both in sort of your past relationships. Again, if this is an issue for a lot of you, as far as the choice being something romantic wise, definitely take a note from your past relationships and see what patterns were there that led it to being not what you truly wanted. For some of you, it might be this issue of looking at, You know, are you coming from a place of jealousy in any way, or is other people around you currently coming from this place and trying to maybe sway what you are trying to bring in? Because if you have any sort of obviously jealousy in this situation, you're going to be blocking whatever abundance you're trying to bring in. And definitely, you know, the Queen of Swords is definitely a very self-confident person. So be aware of how you're thinking about yourself and how you're treating yourself in the month of June. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for the cards. So now let's get into the fun part here of trying to do some charm casting. So of course, do definitely pay attention to the charms that come up. If any of them are a special symbol to you personally, then they're going to have something different for you to say to you. So let's see, what is this one? Okay, so we definitely got a couple charms here to begin with. I want to pull just a little bit more. Okay, let's see here. So for some of you who are watching, you might be a Cancer, or you are just a very imaginative person, which definitely plays into the the Seven of Cups here, because the Seven of Cups is definitely about this experience of sort of imagining, you know, these kind of fantastical options for yourself, kind of having your head a little bit up in the clouds, and that plays into sort of the indecision of what it is that you want to do. The other thing I forgot to mention with the Two of Wands here is that there is a possibility for some of you of travel in June, and that plays into sort of the choices that you're making. Let's see what else I'm seeing. So definitely a lot to do with your heart chakra, and as well as your root chakra here. So your foundation, your home, as well as just how your sort of that heart aspect, you know, maybe some experiences in June that sort of relate definitely to your past history, in maybe the romance element of things. Yeah, definitely a lot of remembering things, again, going over sort of the past. Definitely we have a symbol of the heart here, so we are thinking, actually we have two symbols of the heart here, so that definitely plays into thinking about this door of romance coming in. We also have the horse. This is all about sort of power, loyalty. I think of like fast kind of moving, possibility again of the travel, you know. Intuitive sort of messages coming in for you. Definitely we have a lot of green going on here, so definitely be thinking about your heart chakra, working on your heart chakra during the month of June, and really embracing sort of your own personal uniqueness, and, you know, living up to who it is you truly are, not hiding away from that, because, you know, we already had quite a few of that sort of message coming in here, and that's all about sort of shifting your energy, because for some of you it could be a case where lately you haven't been, you know, doing enough self-care, treating yourself like a queen or a king, and so you need to kind of reevaluate your current situation and how it is that you're currently feeling and how you're treating, again, yourself. Definitely embrace your confidence and your independence and your power, and through that, to help sort of heal any sort of heart chakra issues, it's definitely going to require you to think about your past, even possible past life issues, so that you can definitely, if love is what you guys are looking for, you can definitely embrace that in a very good and positive way, because you can definitely bring about some new growth and fertility and, yeah, like prosperity for yourself here. Also, you know, friendships might be important for you in the month of June, relying on possibly a friend to sort of you know, be completely honest with you and tell you, you know, to point out maybe things that you have ignored about your own behavior and those sort of past Oh god. Sorry guys, my dog decided to bark. He does that, you know. Also, something else I just noticed, you know, you have both the elephant and the apple here, so that made me think about knowledge, sort of learning, again, relying on your past knowledge and what you've experienced. So let's see if there's anything else that I'm seeing here. As far as career goes, I think for you guys, it's definitely, if career is what you're thinking about, again, you're going to have some sort of choice to do with it, and you're going to rely on what you've already learned, as well as having very clear and concise communication in it, because you're definitely planning on doing something that's going to be happening in your career and might involve, again, that element of travel. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for the charms, as well as your cards for the month of June. If this reading resonated with you, please do leave a like on this video. Leave me a comment telling me what you thought about it, and check out all my other various links down below. So do keep in mind this is a general reading, and yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great June, guys. All right, for those who picked group 2 with the black obsidian and this vampire character, let's go ahead and see what your messages are and what is the outlook for your month of June. So for the tarot, we have the 6 of Wands, we have the Magician, and then we also have the Knight of Cups. So you guys definitely have a very good month of June ahead of you, I definitely would say, because with the Magician card, this is definitely talking about you coming into a very good self-confident and sort of place of power. You know your own power. You're definitely very good at combining all these elements, and this is really, I think, telling me that you guys, if it's a case that you've been manifesting anything, this is going to be a really good month for you to manifest or have the things you've been manifesting come to fruition, I guess you could say. So yeah, definitely be thinking about how you're using your power right now and what it is that you're bringing in. Pay attention to what you're thinking, what your thoughts are, because I definitely see that in the month of June, you're going to have a really fantastic victory here. You're going to be recognized for all the hard work that you've been putting in. But the thing to remember with the 6 of Wands here, while you're going to definitely be recognized for what you've done, you need to be very grateful and appreciate all the people that have helped you get to this point, and not sort of let ego take over, because this is definitely the sort of the reverse side of the 6 of Wands. It can lead to this sort of issue of you, because you're having so much praise and success and victory, you know, a conquering, you know, celebrated hero kind of thing, it could kind of get to your head. And so you need to just make sure that your ego is not going away, like running away from you, and that you're keeping a good balance of all the elements around you. And then with the Knight of Cups, so this could definitely represent a person that's going to be in your life in the month of June, or it could represent yourself. So, you know, this could definitely be one of those situations. But the Knight of Cups is definitely the knight, the most romantic of the knights in the tarot. He is not a fast quester, but he knows exactly what it is that he's going after. He sets his eyes very diligently on his sort of holy grail. He goes after it. He's very kind of smooth, charming, and always sort of leads with his heart. He knows what is in his heart. He knows his emotions very well. And so that is how the Knight of Cups works. So that could be definitely a person that is coming into your life. If not a person, this is representing you. This is just saying that you definitely know what it is that you're going after, and you need to be very aware of how you're handling your emotions, what it is that you're intuitively feeling that is right for you. Sort of that balance between the physical and the spiritual happening here. Now, for the rest of your cards, let's see. We also have 16, inner truth. So 16 might be a significant number for you, or 7. Let's see, let's move these over a little bit. We also have card 21, or 3, strategy. So any one of those numbers could be of importance to you. And then we have quite a few of the angel cards here. So an important stone that could be useful for you in the month of June is Apache Tears. Are you grieving the loss of someone or something? Feel the grief and allow yourself to cry. Release the toxins from your body, mind, and emotional being. Comfort and peace are close at hand. Focus your attention on your desired outcome. And so this is the angel of comfort. I allow myself to feel my feelings and express them through my physical and mental actions. Tears flow easily, and I am releasing pent-up emotions. I'm able to let go, and I am comforted. I am at peace. I definitely feel like this is related to what the inner truths might be saying to you. And then you have also the peacock copper and the morganite. So the peacock copper says, are you in touch with your magnificence? Find ways to bring more joy into your life. Be aware of the source of your emotional challenges or perceived blocks so that you can release them. Get in touch with your inner radiance and shine your light brightly. And this is Archangel Sandalphon. So my life is dynamic and full of vibrant energy. I am full of vigor. I am authentic and loyal. I confidently show my true colors to others. It is a fabulous feeling to be all that I can be. I am full of life-enhancing joy and goodness. So yes, and then for this one, the morganite, it says, are you ready to attract the best of everything? Do you believe the best is yet to come? Make a clear decision to manifest the good in this moment. Don't wait until tomorrow. You are being called to experience spirituality in everyday living. See all the love that is in everything. And this is Archangel Uriel. It's definitely, two archangels that have a lot to do with the earth element. So I am blessed with irresistible love and spiritual affluence. All that I need is always within my reach. Extraordinary love and amazing wealth are always available to me. I have an abundance of spiritual helpers ready to assist me in all areas of my life. And I would definitely agree with that, since you had 3 of these angel cards come out for you. So now let's go ahead and dive a little bit more into these specific oracle cards with the inner truths here. So fantastic image. So what the inner truths is wanting to tell you is that, there's a lot of depth to your feelings. You're on your way to understanding your feelings and desires more clearly. The next steps on your path will soon reveal themselves. Stay vigilant to new opportunities that may lead to the beginning of novel projects or assist with current ventures. Look around you and within you. Be willing to do the work at the deepest level, as you will find jewels of wisdom, knowledge, and the inner voice of all waiting patiently to assist you. Nature's crystals are created deep within the earth. Go deep and find your own treasures. Yes. So I definitely would say for a lot of you, for the month of June, it's this issue of what it is that you're feeling currently. There's some sort of emotional, maybe an emotional block, or there was some sort of event that happened recently that has really stirred your emotions. And that's also part of the reason why the Knight of Cups is here, I think. So this is all about understanding what is going on internally and why it is that you're feeling the things that you are. Definitely reconnecting with the earth, going outside and sort of just being out in nature might be a very beneficial thing for you, because that will give you time to sort of think, contemplate what it is that you want to bring in and manifest, whether that's has to do with career, romance, whatever it is that you're seeking. You definitely need to take that time to understand what it is that you want to bring in and what is, happening on the emotional level for you. And now with card 21, strategy, let's see what this one has to say. So this one is all about making a plan. So this card shows a pen, a journal, a compass, and a key. When you receive this card, upright indicates that this is the Anyway, it's the best time for you to set up a very specific strategy for achieving your goals, because that's definitely very important for you right now, because you have the power to manifest and bring it in, and when you do, it's definitely going to be a great victory for you, and you're going to get a lot of recognition for what it is that you do. So this is telling you to probably write about the direction you want to go in. So definitely take up journaling, write down any sort of dreams you have, what it is that you want to bring in, your manifestations. Consider any potential change in course that may be needed. Be aware of the particulars regarding your goals and have some conscious plan in mind. Structure the long-term goals needed, or the short-term goals, short-term goals needed to make your long-term goals a reality. This card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control. Add thought to action and set your sights on the road ahead. So this makes total sense. For you guys, the month of June it's going to be all about taking whatever it is that you've been thinking about and putting it into action, bringing it forth, having that clear purpose and that drive. It doesn't have to be, fast or, crazy or anything. You can take your time with it. Just, you have to make sure that you have a very clear plan about where you're going and what it is that really connects to you on a deep emotional level. If any of you have been dealing with some sort of grief or a loss, this is the time for you to, it's important for you to feel those and to understand why you're feeling them. And once you're able to recognize them, that will just put you one step closer in order to sort of recovering from them in that sense. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a peek at what the charms have to show you. So let's go ahead and see what is going on here. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, definitely want to pull a few more. Okay. All right, let's see. So we got some little messages here, additional ones. So be prepared to accept a wondrous opportunity in the days ahead. We also have innocence and time once lost can never be regained. So when it comes to that message, I definitely feel like it's a case where, if you're sort of, again, maybe that's the answer here. So if you're dwelling on things from the past that you sort of did wrong, or, you felt like you did wrong or something, a loss, a failure, you need to understand that you can't go back in time and change that. But what you can do is sort of look towards the future and learn from those sort of mistakes in a sense and make smarter choices moving forward, having a better strategy moving forward. And this one says, sell your ideas. They are totally acceptable. So yes, for some of you, it could be a case in June where you definitely have a very important idea, but you might be feeling a little nervous about starting it because you're wondering what other people are going to think. But this is definitely a message to just go for it, because it really doesn't, while, having people support is important and it can definitely help you, the first person that you needs to believe in you is you. And let's see, what else do we have here? So for zodiac things, we have Capricorn and we have Gemini. So some of you might be a Capricorn or a Gemini, or just have placements in your chart that are important with these signs. Or it's just a reminder that you guys are, ambitious and you're intelligent. So definitely go for it. Go for whatever it is that you want to do, and know that you have the knowledge to sort of go after it. You definitely hold your own personal key to unlocking your potential, and so it's just a matter of you going after it. Definitely, wishes, exciting connections happening, a sort of playful energy. Again, sort of connection to the root chakra, heart chakra, very clear and focused mind, understanding the past, as well as, connection to ancestors, what it is you've learned, Your mother might be an important aspect. We also have this turquoise bottle, so this is definitely some sort of communication that is going to be coming your way in June that might help you to, going about your strategy and your plan. So yes, those are the charms that was pulled for you. So yes, I definitely think that for you guys, your June will be a very good month for you. It's just a matter of you, for some of you, coming out of this place of, taking back sort of your power and embracing what it is that you're feeling more so, and like acknowledging it. But I think for the most of you, you're going to be finding the things that really spark joy in you, and you're going to be having a wonderful victory for yourself, an accomplishment of some sort that is going to be something that you wanted to bring about. There also could be, a new connection, a new love connection for you in June. So just keep your mind, keep your strategy in mind, have your plan, write down your manifestations, and understand what it is that you want to go for. So yes, if this reading resonated for you guys, definitely do leave a like on this video and let me know what you think. Also a comment. You can check out all my other various links down in the description. And yeah, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful June. All right. For those who picked group 3 with the Sodalite stone, as well as this little mystical psychic character, let's go ahead and see what your cards are for June. So as far as the tarot goes, we have Temperance, we have the 5 of Wands, we have the Chariot, and we have the 4 of Pentacles. So you guys got an extra card here when I was shuffling. And so June is definitely going to be an interesting month for you guys, because we do have, a little bit of a warning here, in the sense that we do have the 5 of Wands. So whenever there's a sort of, usually a 5 in the tarot, this is talking about a conflict or change in some way. So specifically with the 5 of Wands, this has a lot to do, obviously, with the fire element. This is passion, this is career. And so as far as the conflict here, it's really an issue with groups of people. So this could be sort of a work connection, or it could be maybe at school or whatever, a friend group, but there's a lot of miscommunication happening, and so that is leading to arguments. And so there is a lot of people who are sort of talking all at once, and because they all are talking at once, it's very loud, it's very confusing, and then nobody else is wanting to listen to anybody else, essentially. So this is definitely a reminder for you. And then looking at some of the other cards here, especially with Temperance here, you are going to be you're going to have to step up in this situation and kind of rise above this argument, not let you get sucked into it. And so you have to be the one to engage and put your best foot forward into clearing up this miscommunication. You're going to be sort of the mediator between this group of people, whatever this issue is, whether it's family, friends, co-workers, whatever it is. You have to bring the balance to this situation. You have to do it in a way where it's, very peaceful, very tranquil in a sense. So you have to be the calm, level-headed one in this situation. This is all about balancing, spiritual, physical. This is also related to the Archangel Michael, so that might be important in this situation to you. And then you also have the Chariot card and the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles is a very weird card, in my opinion, in the tarot, because it can be both positive and negative. On the positive sense, it could be a situation where it's like you're being really good about your money and you're saving your money for some sort of big purchase that you have planned. It's just that you've done a lot of really good work. You've made a good sort of fortune for yourself. Money is flowing kind of easily, and so you're just being very mindful of that. On the negative side of it, and it could be the case for you, is that the Four of Pentacles has to do with also hoarding your money too much. So you've built this good foundation for yourself. You have a great sort of like kingdom for yourself, but now it's like you're so concerned with losing it that you've created a cage of sort of your own making, and so again, I like the imagery on one of my other tarot decks of sort of like this hoarding dragon, hoarding this treasure away. That's kind of the same idea here. So you need to definitely, if you're feeling like you're in that situation, you need to understand that you are perfectly fine. You're not going to lose anything. You just have to kind of chill in a sense. Don't be so concerned with the money. And then also with the Chariot, this is a really positive thing, I think, because the Chariot is all about sort of victory. This warrior coming home, returning home, balance, learning to control both sort of the negative and the positive side of things, maintaining control, overcoming obstacles, learning how to overcome obstacles and challenges, and just really driving forward with a lot of focus and strength. This is also, related to Cancers. So let's go ahead and see what other cards we have here. So we also have Be Gentle with Yourself, card 33. So 33 might be a significant number for you. We also have the Magician and the Mirror. That's an exciting card to get here. And then for sort of your angels and crystals, we have Emerald. Are you embarking on a new venture? Do you wish to increase your financial security? Trust that you have the ability to be successful and prosperous. Activate your inner entrepreneur. Believe in yourself and you will reach your goals. This is the angel of prosperity. I am blessed with abundance. I'm successful in all of my business pursuits. My actions come from a loving place and have beneficial results for myself and others. I am fortunate. I appreciate and I enjoy my prosperity. Okay, so this is kind of clearing up the issue here, I think, for some of you with this Four of Pentacles. So it could be that you really, maybe you're still working on sort of building your foundation and your finances, and you've been in this place where you've been so sort of overwhelmed by it and so concerned about it, and sort of you're coming from this place of lack. And so while deep down inside you really want to start this new venture, you want to manifest prosperity and money, fortune, all that kind of stuff, you are the sort of blocking yourself from getting that. You have to understand that you can't be wanting those things from this sort of place of fear. Again, it has to come from a loving place. So definitely consider working with maybe Emerald in June, so that you can maybe, if some of you are feeling and this is resonating, you to be able to sort of switch that situation, because you do have the Magician here, which I'll get into in a second here. So that's a really good sign that you guys definitely have the power to bring this about. Now, for your other one, we also have the Relationship Quartz Crystal. So, are you ready to meet the love of your life or reignite your connection with your partner? Cultivate the loving relationships in your life. Change your mindset to think as we rather than I, to attract or renew more love into your life. So, this is Archangel Shamuel. So I attract healthy, harmonious relationships into my life. My colleagues, friends, and family respect me and accept me exactly as I am. It is wonderful to be liked and loved so much by such wonderful people. So yes, I definitely feel like this is related to, what the Five of Wands is bringing up. So this is definitely a big reminder for June that if at all in any sort of your relationships, there comes up this miscommunication, there has been miscommunication and sort of fights and arguments, it's time now to change your approach to it. So maybe, letting go of sort of ego and just start the process of apology, reconnection. Even if, you're so certain that maybe you were right in the argument, maybe it's more important to sort of set that aside to just reconnect and regroup so that you don't damage the relationships you have. Or it could be a case for some of you where you have been in, you know, a relationship that hasn't been healthy for you, and now it's time for you to sort of let it go, you know, find your own inner peace, move forward, and bring about and channel in some new, more healthy, positive relationships for yourself. So it just matters on what, of course, resonates personally for each one of you. And now let's move into what these oracle cards have to say. So for the 33, be gentle with yourself, we have, wants to remind you that a time of new birth and energy is upon you. Draw on the lessons you have learned to assist you in moving forward. Notice how you have grown and changed as a result of everything that has transpired. Gather information as you go and be ready for a new adventure. All signs are positive for successful outcomes at this time. So yes, I definitely feel that is connected to here with Temperance. It's time for you to sort of heal from any sort of arguments that might have happened. It's time to recognize that, you know, you need to regroup, let go of that so that you can bring about new energy, new projects, new success for yourself. Definitely, because a lot of you are definitely, you want to bring about some really great new connections and you know, new success for yourself. So in order to do that, you have to be willing to balance everything and accept it, and also learn from the past and what has already occurred, and be able to forgive yourself for that, for whatever might have happened in the past. Ooh, need to take a little sip of tea. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then our final card here, we have the Magician and the Mirror. So the Magician is all about knowing and using your true power. It's very similar, kind of similar in message-wise to what the Magician card says in the tarot. So, you know, you are receiving the Magician upright. You're putting on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist in your life, and that is so funny because that is what Temperance is. It's referred to as sort of the alchemist, combining all these elements that normally you wouldn't think would work together, but somehow they do. So you definitely have the power to do that. You know, just as any alchemist turns base metals into gold, you are able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mists of the future will clear into a brilliant reality. So yes, this is all about understanding how to combine all the elements, embracing your power, taking back any power that you may have feel like you've lost in any sense. You know, don't, even if it's power that in a way you've taken away from yourself, so don't be fearful about where it is you're going. Trust in sort of the universe and your own power and what is around you, that you will be able to bring about what it is that you want, because you can definitely charge forward in a very good and positive way. So overall, I would say the cards, your June, you do have like a little bit of work. It might be a situation where you're getting over some of these past arguments, or there might be a situation that you have to deal with in June that has to do with that. But I think as long as you remember, be gentle with yourself and sort of understand that you got this, you have the drive and the power and the balance to sort of handle all of these things, and so you can charge forward in exactly the way you want, even in the face of sort of difficulties or anything like that. So let's go ahead and check out what the charms have to say for you. So let's go ahead and see. Okay. Alright, let's see. So we do got a little extra message here. So be prepared to accept a wondrous opportunity in the days ahead. So yes, that's a nice little message there. Again, we have this turquoise bottle. I definitely feel like you guys might have some similarities to the previous group, group 2, because they did also have the Magician pop up for them, a couple of these same charms. So definitely lots of emphasis on communication, again, with both of these, with the turquoise bottle and the blue marble here. Definitely be working on your throat chakra. Be prepared to communicate a lot in June, because again, that message of sort of there's been miscommunication, and now it's time that you need to come out of it and be able to clear up that, you might be taking a chance on something, sort of a gamble, but I think it will come out just fine for you. Again, we also have this sort of friendship ring here. So for a lot of you, this could definitely be a situation with a friend group, but I think as long as you sort of step up and you're able to do that clear communication, it will work out just fine for you guys. You'll be able to heal whatever sort of has happened and understand, it's a cycle. Everybody has their bad and their good days. And so it's just a matter of being, I think, the bigger person in the situation and being able to heal whatever is going on. Let's see. We also got some zodiac signs. So we have Leo and we have Aries. So big emphasis on the fire signs here. So some of you might be a Leo or an Aries or have that placement somewhere, or maybe the people that you're dealing with might be Leo and Aries, which would make a lot of sense, since fire signs can definitely be very, they can have hot tempers in a sense. So, they might say something that you don't particularly appreciate and they didn't really think before they said it. So I see that for you guys as a possibility in June. But this is also could be just a reminder to, be generous and be courageous in what you're doing. Again, that I feel like that definitely goes along with the be gentle with yourself and the Chariot card here. We have some signs of transformation here, new growth, finding some sort of puzzle piece to a problem for you guys. We also have some remembrance of the past with this one, a connection to maybe a past life. Maybe this could be like a karmic relationship that you're dealing with currently. So we also do have 2 of the heart symbols, hidden sort of secrets, but they're going to be coming out. You're going to know what's going on. You have the keys to understanding. Again, we have a couple, I think, unlocking something, understanding what is been sort of kept a secret. We also got music here, so music might be a good way for you guys to connect with everybody. Definitely a lot of things to have to do with groups of people here, or partnerships. Maybe this is, your relationship, like a romantic relationship that you're dealing with. You guys could be definitely different, but also quite similar. So that could also be leading to issues of communication, because if you guys are very similar, you might deal with communicating in the same way. And so that can cause issues of sort of misunderstanding or not. I mean, it's all really dependent on you. Maybe this could be also, I don't know, this just came to my mind. Maybe you're for some of you, you're in a band, and maybe, the members of your band have been having issues for some reason. I don't know why that just came into my head. But maybe for some of you that is the case. But I think, again, it all goes back to this thing about clear communication. That is your big thing for June, guys. For you who picked group 3, you need to have very, very clear communication. And also, definitely the communication side on any of your relationships. And for you personally, it's definitely this matter of you need to release any fears that you might have, because it's definitely blocking you from bringing about what it is that you want to manifest. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for you guys, group 3. If this resonated, please do leave a like on this video. Leave me a comment telling me what you thought. subscribe if you like, and turn on that bell notification. All of my various links will also be down in the description, as well as any other information that you might be curious about. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful June. I will see you in the next one. For those who picked group 4, let's go ahead and check out what your messages are. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start with your tarot. And we have the 5 of Swords. We also have the Page of Cups, and we have the Knight of Wands. So similar to the previous group, group 3, we have another 5 appearing in the tarot readings today. And so, as I mentioned with that group, you know, the 5s mean usually conflict or a change of some sort. So in particular with the 5 of Swords, this one really has to do with this idea that there are victors and there are losers in this situation. But really the truth of the matter is that no side is winning, because the victor is losing something, whether that's sort of a virtue or obviously connections to maybe somebody else, and you know, the losers are walking away from the situation. So this is telling me that there might be something that you guys have to deal with in June, that while you sort of want to, maybe you're inclined to sort of just go into it, do the battle, and then not, you know, not forgive anybody in the situation. This is a card reminding you to not do that. You definitely want to, if there is a conflict that is about to happen, find a better way to dealing with it. Or if the conflict has already occurred, you need to sort of reconcile and heal whatever that break, that wound is between the parties involved. And then, you know, with the Page of Cups, this is definitely very youthful energy. We're talking about, you know, the water signs here, and this is really about embracing a sort of, there's a possibility of a new beginning here. You're getting in touch with some sort of new emotions in you, new insight, new intuition, just this whole idea of sort of a new something that you have to learn, and you want to experience it, and you definitely should embrace and experience it, but you need to definitely remember that to have your eyes open in the situation. Don't be so sort of, I don't know, quick to rush into it before you completely understand what is going on. And I know it's very tempting to, of course, experience whatever that is, but you need to make sure that whatever it is, you don't sort of end up kind of breaking your heart in the process, because there's definitely that warning here with that card. It's like you're again, that youthful energy, wanting to experience everything, having all these new emotions, sort of that, you know, that teenager in love kind of idea. But you need to make sure that while you are definitely open and receptive to whatever it is, just be aware of whatever is coming towards you and see it for what it really is. Now with the Knight of Wands, so this definitely represent, you know, also same with the Page of Cups. You know, these could represent actual people coming into your life in June or in your life already, or it could represent just yourself and your own process, and that could definitely be the, you know, the case for some of you and others. But the Knight of Wands is definitely very driven, very passionate, very kind of fierce and rushing into things, but in a good way. You know, he loves adventure. He's definitely very adventurous, very courageous, very self-confident because of that fire element. And you know, the Knight of Wands is definitely known as like the foreigner in a foreign land kind of concept. So this could also refer to a possibility of travel for some of you out there. So let's go ahead, you know, creativity is also with the wands. So let's go ahead and see what your other cards here. We have new experiences and possibilities. So yes, definitely a lot of that going on for you guys. There is a lot of sort of newness happening, as well as sort of issues from the past that, like, one last thing that you have to clear up before you can really kind of move on, I would say. Or it's just something that, a little hiccup in your sort of your June in this process. We also have Yin and Yang, card 22. And then for your sort of your angel crystals cards, we have Ruby, and we have, oh, how do you say this? Patholite, maybe? So for the Ruby, it says, do you need to add a little pizzazz to your life? Have you been feeling tired lately? It's time to take steps to improve your endurance and overall health. Get your energy centers recharged and renew your passion for living a vibrant life. Yes, that's definitely feels like, you know, the Knight of Wands energy. And so this is Archangel Ariel. So vital life force flows vibrantly through me. I am strong and healthy. I am grateful for my energetic passion for life. I am self-motivated to be productive. I am abundant. I am safe. So yes. And then for this one, it says, do you wish to gain a better understanding of a situation? It is time to meditate. Sit in silence. Open your consciousness, listen to your soul's truth, and embrace it without judgment. Mental clarity and self-acceptance are gifts of a regular meditation practice. So this is the angel of meditation. I am blessed with great mental clarity. I clear my mind effortlessly and intimately know and trust my inner truth. I accept myself without judgment. I meditate regularly with great ease and enjoy being insightful. So yes, for you guys, June, definitely take up, if you're not already doing it, a regular meditation practice. Needed to take a sip of tea, but I definitely feel like this is related to whatever this might be, whether that is, you know, a past thing that's already occurred or it's going to be something that happens in June. This is your best way, I think, for coming to terms and dealing with it and understanding and getting a very clear idea of how to deal with this is through meditation, through connecting to your inner voice, because you definitely have, you know, this new, you're gaining a new understanding in your sort of internal subconscious world and your intuition, and you're very excited about it, I think. So, and you should definitely be excited about it. Definitely embrace this, which leads me into, let's talk about, you know, new experiences and possibilities. So this card is, of course, talking about, you know, look around in nature. Notice new beginnings and new experiences and new choices being shown to you. They will only be evident to you if you take the time to look for these subtle messages. You are on the first steps along a new path. You are being offered a blank page. What are the first words that you would like to write on it? Your possibilities are endless. You are in complete control of your life. This is a new beginning on your journey. Live in the present and trust in your own abilities. Plant your seeds and willingly venture into new territory. So yes, that definitely feels very much connected to already these two tarot cards. So, you know, this could also be like a new creativity for yourself, going out on an adventure, going out in nature, meditating out in nature will help you to, you know, receive these messages that you are gaining, because they definitely will help you in moving forward and starting this new beginning for yourself and embracing the adventure that you have for life and your situation currently. So with the yin and the yang, we have, you know, passive, active, intuitive, and logical. So, you know, this card represents energetic life cycles, and its purpose is to help you identify the particular cycle energy moving into or out of your experience. In its upright position, it heralds a yin cycle, where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. So this is a time of great receptivity, intuition, and gestation. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It's an especially good time for contemplation, so wrap things up. Yin cycles often call you to be passive, yielding, and reflective, so open up to these sides of your nature. Being more than acting is the intention here. So yes, with this card, I definitely feel like it's kind of clearing up what action you should take in whatever this is. While normally, you know, with swords kind of energy, you know, you were talking about your intellect, your communication skills, And while it might be tempting to sort of just rush into the battle and fight it out, this card is definitely a reminder to don't. Instead, be with yourself, understand why it is that you want to make those choices, search for the inner reasoning for it, and then heal it through, the act of meditation and embracing your emotions. While this card is talking about not, being instead of acting, and that might seem a little contradictory when you have something like the Knight of Wands here, but I feel like this is sort of reminding you about the warning side, I think, of the Knight of Wands. While he can be all action, that can cause him to sort of be too reckless. So this, I feel like, is a warning that whatever this sort of thing is, whether, again, it's already happened or it's about to happen in June, you need to not be aggressive, I guess you could say. Instead, be more contemplative, embrace more of the Page of Cups energy, and go internally and contemplate what it is that is going on. Because instead of letting that sort of be your driving force, instead, have more of the positive aspects of the Nine of Wands, as well as what Archangel Ciarra was saying here. Be self-motivated. Don't be motivated by other people's problems or their conflicts with you. Be motivated by your own internal stuff, because you definitely in June have the possibility of new experiences, really, new blooming, exciting things that you can take advantage of, but you just have to be able to contemplate it and not be, swayed to be maybe too aggressive in a situation. So with that said, let's go ahead and check out what the charms have to say. So let's go ahead. Okay, let's see. I might pull more, I might not pull more. Let's see what we got here first. Okay. So we do have a little extra thing. So, a pleasant surprise is in store for you. So, I definitely feel like, that could be related to, these new experiences, new possibilities, as well as the Knight of Wands. I definitely would say that he's kind of a surprising character. I feel like he's somebody who would come out of nowhere. You wouldn't be expecting this person to just because he moves so fast, he's just gonna pop up and appear in your life. And again, he could be somebody from a foreign land, or maybe you're in a foreign land and you meet somebody. Either way, I definitely think, again, we have this one appearing, this charm again. So this issue, this conflict that might happen might be involved with a friend group. It could be a family matter as well. Keeping in mind how your heart is feeling in this situation. Understand what it is that your heart truly wants. Have a very clear and focused mind. Don't be sort of clouded and muddled. Understand, memory, secrets. Definitely something coming out in light in that sense, and the cycles that are happening here. We also have, for the zodiacs, we have Taurus and we have Pisces. So it might be a case that you are a Taurus or a Pisces, or you have those signs somewhere in your chart, or it could be the people that you're dealing with might be a Pisces or a Taurus. So as far as the cards here, the Pisces can definitely relate to the Page of Cups. So, or just could be the case that a lot of you guys are very trustworthy or intuitive, or both. So don't, abandon these qualities. Make sure to embrace those qualities during June. Surprises, new growth, this whole spring, definitely lots of surprises, new things appearing, again, connections and messages from unusual sources, you guys are definitely going to be in June having a very strong psychic connections, or you're going to be coming into your own psychic powers, embracing your intuition more. Definitely all having to do with like the Page of the Page of Cups here. And these could be something from your past, maybe a past life, maybe karmic relationships happening here, a new romance happening, maybe a romance that is connected to a past life. I'm definitely seeing that. Yeah. I think the important thing to remind, change, a very passionate change, transformation, new growth, new possibilities for you. Yeah. So yeah, I think for you guys who picked group 4, it's just a matter of, for June, you're definitely going to be having a lot of new experiences as far as your spirituality goes, your passion. That's also spirituality is also related to the Knight of Wands. So it could be, while you might be dealing with kind of, it could be sort of like an awakening for you guys. And so because of that, you have to let go of some of the old things, but maybe people around you might be trying to argue with you about it, but you just have to be sort of the wiser person in the situation and rise above it, because you know what is right for you, because you've been meditating, you're trusting in your intuition, and you can see these new possibilities, these new experiences. And there could be the case where somebody is coming into your life in June that is going to help you even show you that more. So yes, that is what I am seeing for you guys for the month of June. If this reading resonated with you, please do leave a like on this video, leave me a comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification if you like. And yeah, check out any of my other links down in my description if you're interested in any more of my art or all that good stuff. And thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful June.